Hi everyone, and welcome to our Thursday noon right. Thursday is our special day for thankfulness, and one of the things that I am definitely thankful for is our beautiful alpacas. You can see back there Bambi, and she might run over because she'll think I'm going to feed her. I may have to, but she's checking me out. She said, "Oh no, she's not offering anything in her hand. I don't know if I'm going to come. Maybe she'll come." And Blackjack is similarly just waiting there, seeing what's going on. And today we have a beautiful and sunny day. There's Bambi. So we're very happy with this. And but we're going to go back into rain time in a few days. So we'll hopefully end with March going out like a lamb. It certainly came in like a lion, like the old tale says. So we'll go ahead and do our noon ride out here in the fresh air because we can. You can see there's still quite a bit of water draining away. This whole little road becomes a temporary stream, and we get a lot of water that comes down here and goes on down to the culvert that runs alongside the road. And it's that time now where, after having no grass, we're at the point where we are going to have to start trimming things back. That would tickle to sit on that chaise right now. This is a henbit. It's a common little weed, but it is nicely purple, and I love it next to the native calendulas. You can see those little orange ones. Sometimes people think that those are the California poppies, but they're not actually the California poppies. These are a little local calendula. And as soon as we walk over into kind of the shadow, it definitely feels colder. It was quite a chilly night last night. And here are our as yet untended beds. We've just got some volunteers in here. You can see we have some mustard going on and a few other things. Some Malva sylvestris, I think, is there, which if we let it go will come up with some nice purple flowers, but right now it's just overgrown. But we've got some volunteers coming that do want to work in our garden beds, and so hopefully this year will be a good time for that. And right now our rosemary is in its glory, so I want to show you. It just couldn't be happier right now. It's attracting the bees, who are also out today, and they are very happy with rosemary. But just look how thick these flowers are, and they're such a beautiful color. I don't know if it comes through on the camera that well. And it's not only bees, there's a hornet in there too. Didn't know those yellow jackets like rosemary, but obviously this is evidence that they do. I mostly associate it with bees, and you can see these are all kind of brand new little bees, and they're so happy to get these flowers. And what I can't convey is the lovely fragrance. So it's definitely a beautiful, beautiful time in the garden. It smells so good. Wish I could share that with you. They don't have smellorama yet on these cameras. But they probably will before too long. You'll probably be able to have a plug-in that recreates all thousands of scents or something. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Well, from our garden, let us do the Divine Isis. Divine Isis, Goddess of 10,000 names, I invoke your grace. Come to our temple, O Goddess, dwell in our shrine. Make our hearths your altars, our hearts your home. Bring vision and healing to those who use this shrine. Give us wisdom and unveil the truth, and with thy feathery wings protect us. Breathe into us the breath of life and health and strength. And we will do the noon song. It is noon, let us celebrate the moon. Let us celebrate the stars, no matter where they are. It is noon, let us celebrate the sun that shines on everyone. Let us celebrate our day as we go upon our way. It is noon, it is noon. It is noon. Right, and now it is time for our daily reflections. And I see Jeff is here, and his words from Linda are peace, love, and understanding. Peace, love, and understanding. Peace, love, and understanding. Peace, love, and understanding. Thank you for joining in, Linda. I know you have a lot going on, so we especially are happy to see you. So, and if anyone else has words, and from Jeff, it is open minds, open hearts, and open arms. Open minds, open hearts, open arms, open minds, open hearts, open arms, open minds, open hearts, open arms. And for me, it's welcoming spring, welcoming spring, welcoming spring, welcoming spring. In just a few days, it will actually be spring by the usual reckoning, and now we are finally seeing some spring sunlight. We've been seeing many other things, but not that. So this is the abundance from the rain, and hopefully we'll have a nice, still moist spring where everything can really come to full fruition. As I say, I love this. The purple henbit and those orange calendulas are just so lovely. All right. If anyone else has words that they wish to share, just put them in the comments and we will be glad to repeat them. And now let us do the honoring of the directions. Let us honor the east, element of air with the winds ever blowing. And we honor the south, element of fire with the flames ever glowing. And we honor the west, element of water with the rivers ever flowing. And we honor the north, element of earth with the seeds ever growing. And we honor the spirits above and below with the wisdom ever knowing. And we honor our bodies both without and within with the love forever showing. For we come into this world with all these gifts and more, our very own special essence. Let's thank the goddess for that which she bestows. Let's go forth refreshed and renewed with dedication to preserve and protect all life. For we are all children of Isis, the great Mother Goddess. And today being Thursday, it is indeed Thankfulness Thursday. So if you want to share any thankfulnesses, this is a good moment to do it. And I am thankful right now for these little bees, because we always have been kind of worrying about them during the rain and everything, and I actually have to get this repaired, which is something I'm going to have to call in some expert knowledge on, because I don't know how to repair a beehive with bees in it. So that may be a little tricky. but you can see that they're very happy and very busy right now. And in a few weeks, usually it happens in April, we will probably have swarms. So we try to find good homes for our swarms because our bees are so well adapted to this area. They're very valuable in that sense. And we've in the past placed swarms from our land with a wonderful all-organic farm a little farther south. And we've placed them with other beekeepers right in the area. And so we will be looking for the bee football pretty soon. And what I mean by that is that they make kind of like this football-shaped oval, which is a dark brown when you first spot it. And you kind of look at it and go, oh, what's that in that tree? What's gotten stuck in that tree? And you'll suddenly realize, oh my goodness, it's a swarm of bees. And sometimes these will be about football sized, but they can be a lot bigger too. And at that time, if the queen is in the swarm, the bees are actually pretty easy to handle, and you can get them into a box and transport them without too much risk. Though one always wants to be careful. And so that will probably be on our programming at some point when we do bee capture and transfer, as I say, probably next month. So, but we'll keep an eye out starting about now because they definitely are getting really active. And Jeff is thankful for beekeepers. They really know what they're doing. I'm a kind of a beekeeper who doesn't know what she's doing, but I rely on the beekeeping knowledge of others, and I'm very grateful for that knowledge and grateful that people are excited about it. So, all right. Are there any other thankfulnesses that we want to share today? And Jeff's saying, happy bees, be happy. Happy bees, be happy. They definitely be happy. Don't worry, be happy. All right. Well, if there's no other thankfulnesses on everyone's mind right now, I will go on to the reading. See how good I am at doing this one-handed. And I think we did. I am sincere. And with all life is sacred, I live in truth. I think we are on I regard all altars with respect. And this is, of course, from the 42 Ideals of Ma'at. So, I see LaTanya just rang in. So, LaTanya, if you have words or thankfulnesses to share, please pop them into the comments and we'll be glad to do them. So, it's just going on to the reading. Give you a second if you're furiously typing, but if not, we'll go ahead and begin the reading, and then I can do your words after that. Anyway, this is number 8. I regard all altars with respect. 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 And Lady Lorian writes, there are many forms of altars, all very different from each other. They denote a form of spirituality that is worshipped by the ones who created them. Some have a god form, some have anthropomorphic figures, some are goddess altars. That's kind of our favorite. They are meaningful to those who created them, and none may be scoffed at, for all have merit. They are made to bring forth a certain vibration that will elevate the mind and the spirit. An altar may be anything that is placed with reverence on a surface to be worshipped. Typically, there are candles, flowers, incense, holy water from sacred places, crystals, and most often a central sculptured figure of the Exalted One. A beautiful cloth can cover the altar, and other significant objects may be placed on the altar, as well as photographs of loved ones. And so that's, in its essence, an altar. And LaTanya's words are honor all divinity. Honor all divinity. Honor all divinity. Honor all divinity. All right. And are there any other words or thankfulnesses that anyone wants to share? I'm just going to go back and look at our bees again. Bzz, 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 bzz. I'll get in there and clear out some of the grass so they have a little clearer flight path now that they're starting to get active. Though probably not for long. We have, today is clear, and then it looks like we go back into some mild rain for the next few days. Latania's writing, thankful for sun and signs of spring. We definitely are thankful for the sun and signs of spring. Also for the chance to live life to its fullest. Yes, we all have that chance. Sometimes it's challenging to manifest that, and most often the restrictions that we accept, some of them at least, are ones that we've imposed on ourselves. Sometimes there are life conditions that are very hard to evade and that we didn't necessarily actively choose as far as we know. But there's almost always some restrictions that we put on ourselves that are really not necessary. So look for those. See if they really need to be there. Really consider how things might be without those self-imposed restrictions. And a lot of the time they're imposed because we think we know what someone else would say or do or want or wish. And at least some of the time we're totally wrong. So reconsider the restrictions that you put on yourself. And if anyone else has 3 words for the day or something that they wish to express their thankfulness for, please just go ahead and put it in the comments, and we will say it and state it. So I will give you another little glance at where we are doing today's noon rite, which is in our organic garden, which is very overgrown at this point, but this year we will be taming it. We've got some good people coming in that are going to help us with that. And then next door to us, we have the fire station. And believe me, living in Sonoma County, we have been so happy to have the fire station directly next door to us. So goddess bless all those brave firefighters too. And as I was telling someone, we had a fire inspection yesterday, and I said, have you heard about St. Agatha, the patron saint of firefighters? And the inspector said, yeah, I've heard of her. And I said, actually, you may not have heard that she's strongly allied with ISIS and is based on ISIS as she was worshipped in Sicily. And there ISIS had the reputation of stopping volcanic eruptions and definitely being active, shall we say, in fire suppression. So I'm not sure he was happy to hear me say, yes, we're revering the goddess of firefighters here. But nonetheless, it is in that sense true. And of course, there's also an incident of ISIS putting out a fire in her mythology too. So anyway, he got a little bit of an education on that. Don't know if that's what he was looking for, but here you go. There's always those 10,000 aspects of ISIS. There's usually one that can be called upon in almost any situation with almost any person to say, hey, there's a little bit of resonance between what we do and what you do too. So it's always good to have that opportunity to mention. So I'm not trying to convert him, but nonetheless, it's nice to know that we agree at least on some things. All right. Well, if there's no other comments, I'll go on to our close. As always, we give great thanks to the remarkable Lady Lorianne Vignier for all that she established here and that we strive to continue in a good way. And to all of our teachers, among them Olivia Robertson, Lord Strathlock, so many writers, teachers, workshop leaders, and random people on the street that may have cast light upon our path. We give our thanks and we are grateful. And to the gracious goddess Isis, in whom all things are possible, we give our thanks and ask her blessings. And Audrey is ringing in with a request, ease my pain. Ease my pain. Ease my pain, ease my pain. And I know that Audrey is recovering from surgeries, in the multiple, unfortunately. And so Goddess bless. May Isis fly to you with healing in her wings. And may the goddess Isis Medica, who is in charge of medicaments, make sure that you have whatever you need to be indeed eased. And one of our simplest Isis healing chants is ease us, Isis, using the Isis pronunciation. So ease us, Isis, ease us all, ease us, Isis, hear our call. Ease us, Isis, ease us all, ease us, Isis, hear our call. Ease us, Isis, ease us all, ease us, Isis, hear our call. So Goddess bless. And Jeff says it's wonderful to see you, to Tracy, Latanya, and Audrey. Yes. And it's always wonderful to see you, Jeff, and see, quote unquote, see Linda. And hoping that seeing is abundant all around. Goddess bless. All right. Is there anything else to which we should attend that you desire for us to fulfill and make whole if we possibly can? All right. If not, then I will go ahead and say farewell. I do this Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays on my Facebook. Justin does it Wednesdays and Fridays on the Isis Oasis Sanctuary page, and also on Sundays on the Isis Oasis Sanctuary page, which is our Sunday service. So you have an easy access to what we do at least 6 days a week, and we're always here for you energetically and glad to give a blessing. So many, many blessings, and we will see you all again soon.